Hello everyone, welcome to another Sims 4 video. Today I'm going to be giving you a beginner's guide to take better quality screenshots in The Sims 4. This is a step-by-step tutorial of how I take pictures in The Sims 4, aka screenshots. These aren't in-game pictures that you take with the cameras like the Mosquito camera or the phone. These are screenshots where in default in The Sims 4 you press the C key and then they're saved to the pictures folder and your documents, but I'm going to show you how I take much better photos. Rather than having really bleak, color-limited photos that are in The Sims 4, you can have much more colorful, cinematic, and detailed photos like this, and this. The difference is night and day, and I know that for many years I've seen people take pictures in the game and I wanted my game to look like that. So not only is this technically going to be for pictures and screenshots, this is going to make your whole game look better using my custom presets. I'm going to show you how to do everything from beginning to end. And the first step that we are going to take is visiting Reshade. I just like to think of Reshade as like a filter almost that you put over your game, and it's so many different presets that you can choose from to make it look different. And there are hundreds and hundreds of presets for Sims games out there that many people have made themselves. You can also make your own by toggling all of the presets the way that you want. That's how I made mine. But the way I'm going to be doing this tutorial is following it the way that I would do it and the way that I take pictures, so you can just follow it my way. So to download Reshade, you just go to the home page and you click on the purple button down here, and it will take you down to this page where it will show you the most recent version of Reshade, and you just want to click down here. Now I'm on a Windows computer, so I'm going to be doing it that way. I'm not sure if it's different for Mac, so we just click down here and you download the Reshade program, and you just click on that down here, and you basically have to search for your Sims 4 game. I love how Among Us is like on The Witcher is the only games that I have apparently. So you just want to locate that. It will usually be in the this PC section. I'll show you where mine is. So for me, it will be in my C drive. So I go to this PC. It will be different for everyone. And you go to Program Files. For me, it's EA Games, The Sims 4, and you want to go to the game folder, then, and you want to click on this application right here. This is the Sims 4 application, and you just want to open that just like that, and there you go. You want to press next. And then when it comes to the rendering API, you want to make sure that it is DirectX 9. That's what I've always done. And the next step is usually where you pick the presets and the effects you want in your game. I already have it in mine, so I just will update mine, I guess. And once you've done that and selected all the presets you want, I would just select all of them or all of the ones that you can if you don't have a lot of space. And then once you've done that, it should be all good to go in your game. And when you launch The Sims 4, it will show up. But I'll show you how it kind of shows up when I go into my game shortly. So before we hop into game, I want to show you my custom presets, which is what I'm going to be showing you today. And this is a preset that I made many months ago. It's called the Maple Reshade preset, and it is genuinely my absolute favorite preset that I've ever used. I know it's biased because I made it, but truly I have not stuck with a Reshade preset as long as I have with this one. I feel like I've perfected what I like about the Reshade, and I have made a similar video about Reshade in the past where I talked about this preset, but I wanted to do a more updated version. So this preset does have 3 different versions, which is great for all types of gameplay. There is the cast preset, and I'll show you how to use all of them in its different forms later, but there's the cast preset for Create a Sim. So this has detailed shadowing and highlight, so it's great for when you're in Create a Sim and want to take nice cast pictures, or if you just want to see a very high quality version of your sim and make them look good. Then we have the game preset, which is basically for in-game. It's softer shadows, more gameplay focused. It has less effects, so it makes your game run faster, which can be a problem with Reshade. It can slow your game down a little bit, but I made an effort to keep the essence of the Maple Reshade preset in the game preset, but just softened. And then we have the picture preset, which is of course the focus of today's video. And as you can see from these example pictures, it basically has a focus on the sim. It has a blurred background. It's very cinematic, and it is very intuitive to use, which is something that I found difficult with other blurred background presets. And there are very few presets out there that I think have a similar effect. There are some, but I feel like this is the one that I like the best. So I've linked this down below in the description. So after you've downloaded Reshade, you want to go to this page and download all 3 of the presets, or if you just want the picture one, you can do that as well. But personally, I would recommend having all 3 because I think they all go well together and it keeps everything really consistent. So download all of these. They will be in your downloads folder, and I will show you where to put them. Ignore my very cluttered downloads folder. I know it's a mess, but once you've downloaded the 3 presets, it will be here. And we're basically going to go back to where we installed Reshade. So we're going to go back to the game folder. So this PC is where mine says basically C drive, program files, EA Games, The Sims 4, go into the game folder, the bin folder, and this is where all of your reshade presets are. So I have all of my reshades here. The ones that I use predominantly are the maple ones. So you just put them here and that will be good to go. And it's pretty easy to install presets into the game. You just drop them into that folder whenever you want to add a new one. And you can cycle between them all whenever you want a different aesthetic or vibe. It's really easy. Also, random point, but I do not know why I look so orange right now. Like, I feel like a What's-It. It's kind of crazy. Okay, so we are now in one of my saves, my Not So Berry save. I thought this would be a good save to do since there is a lot of color and you can kind of see the before and after with the reshade. But once you first go into the game, you will see like reshade on the top if you have installed it correctly. And I think by default to open reshade up properly, and once you've gone through the settings, you have to use the home key, which my laptop doesn't have that, so I changed that, but I'll show you how to do that. So bring up reshade however the settings are, and you will have this screen here. So up here is where the presets usually are. This is where they are. And to cycle through the presets, you can just click on them like this. I've got quite a few installed, and you can just double click one and click select, and it will switch the preset. But I will show you a faster way to switch between the presets. But yeah, your presets are up here. So we've got the in-game one right now. This is where all the enabled effects are down here, like this whole list. And you can check things, uncheck things however you want. This is also how you can make your own presets and you can save them. And down here are the settings for the different effects, which I toggled with personally for my presets. But if you want to use my presets the way mine's are, you don't need to do that. Or of course you can if you want to adjust things to your liking more. But the main thing I want to show you here, if you've installed my presets and you want to keep them the way they are, is the settings that I think everyone should change. If you go to the settings at the top here, we have some things. So overlay key is basically how you bring up reshade. It is the second one here. And if you click on the text here, like as if you're going to type into the box, you can insert a key that you want to change to like bring up the reshades. So when I want to bring up my reshades program, I press the hashtag key because I don't really use the hashtag key ever. And that was the one that made most sense to me, but you can just change this to whatever key you want. I feel like the home key, like for laptop users, isn't ideal. Then we have the effect toggle key. Now the effect toggle key is basically the key that toggles between what it looks like without reshade and what your game looks like with reshade. I'm just going to focus here on Mint Berry and I'm going to do the effect toggle key. So this is what my game looks like with reshade. This is what it looks like without. It's a very stark difference. We will be looking at this more later in the video when we're doing before and after comparisons. That is basically what the effect toggle key does. It basically toggles between reshade, no reshade. So for the effect toggle key, I have Shift F8 because I thought that was a good one. Like I don't really ever use that for anything else. And then similarly, we have the previous preset key and the next preset key. So as you saw, I set the previous one to Shift F9 and the next one to Shift F10. So we are in the end game one, which is in the middle of my three presets. So if I want to go to the cast preset, I can just press Shift F9. It will change it like that and you can see what the cast preset looks like. And if I want to bring my picture preset on, I just press Shift F10. And it brings like that, and look how different that looks. Like that already looks like a picture you would want in your game, I feel. Now the last thing on the settings that I like to look at is how to take screenshots using reshade and where the screenshots go. So for my screenshot key, I basically it says over here OEM8, but it's basically the kind of, I don't know how to describe the key, but I'll try and put it out here so you can see it. It's on the top left of my keyboard next to the number 1 key, and I never use it for anything, so I thought it'd be good for screenshots rather than using like a letter, which I might be typing in things, or like any of the other keys. And over here, the screenshot path is basically where you can put a folder where you want all of your screenshots to go. I've most recently been playing with the Scott family, so that is where all of my screenshots go, and you basically just copy and paste the screenshot folder path and paste it in here, and that's where all your screenshots go. It's really nice and organized, and you can change it when you're going into different saves. So to take really nice photos, I do like to change a setting when I'm taking photos to remove all of the plumb bobs and the headline effects. So you want to go to Control-Shift-C, Headline Effects Off. So that basically removes any plumb bobs that are around your sim, which is really good if you're only playing with one sim because you can kind of get around that if you're playing with more than one. But yeah, I just like to turn this off every time I take pictures. I feel like there's a mod that you can download to take this off, but I just don't have that. And I also like to go into tab mode, which you just press the tab key on your keyboard and it removes all of the UI on the screen. And if you want to go up and down, you can press the E key, the Q key. If you want to go forward, the W key, S for back, but I just use the arrows usually. And if I want to go into the photo, the picture preset, Shift F10 from the in-game. And okay, this is like a really awkward moment, but look how much more detailed this looks. Like, this is just insane. So if you go out of tab mode and you have the picture preset on, you can kind of toggle the blur by placing your mouse into different places. The mouse basically acts as like a focus for where the blur is going to go behind. But yeah, when you see the difference between this and this, it really is night and day. And yeah, I kind of want her to do something cute. Maybe like if we do something with her husband, her recent husband. So if we just want to take that, it's really easy to take really cute pictures just like this. And here we have more of an up close picture, before, after, very different. But yeah, that's basically how I take most of my pictures in game. I just press the screenshot key that I had saved and it saves it to the folder. And you can get really nice high quality pictures and it almost makes you want to play more because you want to take more cute pictures. And I play this family every weekend, every Saturday at 12 PM EST, and I always stop to take pictures every chance I get, almost bordering on annoying. But sometimes there are some other things I like to do with the pictures after I'm out of the game, so I'll show you how I do that as well. So I use a program called Adobe Lightroom, which does cost money. There are free alternatives. I think GIMP is one. I'll link that down below. But sometimes with pictures I take in game, I like to edit them a little bit further if they have a purpose, like a thumbnail, or if I want them to look a little bit better. And there are some things that I like to do. So to import the picture properly, I'm going to show you how to do it. You want to go into where your picture is saved. So mine is in the Scott family folder. You want to click on the one and import it. And I just double click it like this so you can see it all. And then you want to go to the photo tab up here. I don't really have a lot of steps to this, but I just click on the photo tab and go to where it says enhance because it really enhances the quality. And yeah, it just improves the quality, makes the pixels more sharpened, more detailed. It takes like 1 second, so just click enhance. And there we go. That's what I like to do with all of my pictures that I bring through here because it just adds extra detail. Then I click over here where it says develop on the top right. And there are some things that I like to do sometimes depending on the picture. I think this is already really detailed, but sometimes I like to play with the exposure, the highlight, clarity. I do like to sharpen. I think I'll sharpen this a little bit. And once you've done that, you basically want to go and file, export it. And yeah, I just save it in my downloads folder. So I'm just going to put this as mint face. I don't know. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial. I hope it was helpful to you. I hope understanding reshade was okay and everything like that. And if you have any questions about this video at all, any errors with reshade, I will try to help in the comments if you let me know. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, found this tutorial helpful, enjoyed my presets, please leave a like because it really does help me out. And as always, I hope you're having a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I will see you soon with another Sims 4 video. Bye!